Very good. Conservation of angular momentum. We have seen it once that for an object which is not acted upon by an external torque, its angular momentum remains constant. This is what we studied about angular momentum conservation. That you know that torque 2 equal to rate of change of angular momentum, and this can be the second law of rotational motion. And based on this we can say if no torque is acting, that if the torque 2 equal to 0, we can see that the L remain constant. And this is what actually the conservation of angular momentum. Okay. Now, conservation of angular momentum, if we apply it to certain cases or practical cases of angular momentum conservation, if you consider, there are many. For example, suppose you are standing on a rotating platform with your hands folded like this, and you ask your friend to rotate that platform, and it's rotating now, you are also rotating, and during the rotation, suppose you spread your hands away, you can find that the speed of rotation gradually decreases. As you spread your hands, the speed of rotation is gradually decreasing. And you again fold the hands together and keep it like this. You can see that the speed is gradually increasing. So what is happening there? That if you spread your hands, speed is decreasing, and if you fold your hands, the speed is increasing. It is actually based on what you say the angular momentum conservation. That you are rotating, that no support is there. Once you rotate and you are free to rotate, then you are folding and unfolding the hands. Okay? So what is happening there is that angular momentum L, I can write it as I into omega, moment of inertia of the body into angular velocity, I can write. Now, in the case of spreading of the hands, what happens is that some of your mass are going away from the axis of rotation. Axis of rotation goes through vertically through your body, and as you unfold your hands, the mass are distributing away from the axis and the moment of inertia increases, the angular velocity decreases. And because of that, the speed of rotation decreasing. And again you fold the hands towards, what happens is that moment of inertia decreases back to its initial value, and you can see the speed of rotation is gradually increasing. So moment of inertia decreases, angular velocity increases. Moment of inertia increases, angular velocity decreases. Now you understood the case? And there is another application is there that you might have seen the Russian dance forms, ballet dance. In that ballet dance, there is a very beautiful item that the dancer will be standing on his toe and rotating. As he or she is rotating on one toe, he or she will be trying to control the speed of rotation by moving the hands away and towards the body. It's a very beautiful dance form. You can Google and watch that dance form and see the momentum, angular momentum conservation, how it is applied beautifully in the dance form ballet. Okay. Now, based on this, you can expect a question for exams. That we all know that Earth is rotating about its own axis with a time duration of 24 hours a day. Now suppose the earth is shrinking all of a sudden. Suppose that the earth shrinks all of a sudden to become half its original radius. The size decreases so that the radius is half of its original value. If that is happening, then what will be the duration of the day? This is a beautiful question you all can consider. Now there we are again applying the conservation of angular momentum for the rotation of Earth. So initially Earth is rotating about its diameter axis. So Earth is rotating about its diameter axis with an omega. Let us say initial omega. And that initial omega is a constant value, and that gives rise to a time duration of 24 hours. Let that time period, let me take as initial time period. Now all of a sudden if the earth shrinks, shrinking so that the radius r, initial is now converted into r initial by 2. Okay, so r initial changes to r initial by 2, half of the initial radius or original radius. Then what will be the time duration? Now to solve that, the rotation of Earth on its own axis is a case where the torque acting on it is 0. Now how we can assume that this torque acting is 0? Already said that it is moving around with a constant time period of rotation, that is 24 hours. If there is an external torque is acting, then the rotation speed will be increasing gradually because of the acceleration, angular acceleration produced by the external torque. So in that case you will be getting a constant angular speed and the time duration also won't be constant. So any object which is rotating with a constant time duration, then you can assume that the torque acting on it is 0. So it's a case of what we call conservation of angular momentum. So here angular momentum of the rotation of Earth on its own axis is conserved. That means that initial angular momentum Li will be equal to final angular momentum. That is I initial into omega initial will be equal to final moment of inertia into final angular velocity. Therefore, to substitute for this time period into this, I can take that as I initial into 2 pi by t initial will be equal to I final into 2 pi by t final. This is how this comes. Now to substitute for this moment of inertia, let us assume that Earth is a sphere of uniform mass distribution. That we have to consider. Earth is a solid sphere of uniform mass distribution, and therefore as it is rotating about its diameter axis, you can have the value for moment of inertia as 2 by 5 m r square formula. This we can use. As I apply that over here, 2 by 5 m into r initial the square into 2 pi by t initial will be equal to 2 by 5 m r initial by 2 the whole square into 2 pi by t final. Because final moment of inertia depends on the final radius, and therefore final radius is Ri by 2. And you can see that the mass of Earth remains say before and after shrinking. Because the process is shrinking, that the mass is concentrating more towards its center. It is not reducing, mass is concentrating more toward the center, that the density is increasing. That's all. Now from this formula, we can arrive at that the 2 pi r square and all that is cancelling, and therefore we can come to the conclusion that 2 by 5m r square is 2 pi is going, 2 by 5m r square 2 pi is going, and therefore you will be getting T initial is equal to 4 times T final, and therefore final time period after shrinking will be equal to initial time period by 4, that is 24 hours by 4, so the answer is 6 hours. So if that were to shrink to half its initial radius, then the duration of the day becomes 1/4 of the original value, that is 6 hours. So what is actually happening? This is all mathematical substitutions we did, but understand that the actual case is that initially there will be a moment of inertia and angular velocity, and here the moment of inertia is found to be becoming 1/4. Moment of inertia becomes 1/4 of the initial value, and therefore the angular velocity becomes 4 times. So the rotation speed becomes 4 times, therefore the time duration becomes 1/4. So moment of inertia decreases, speed of rotation increases, and therefore the time period decreases. So this is what is actually happening in that case. So in all these cases we have taken the conservation of angular momentum. Remember, for any rotating body, if its time period of rotation remain constant, then it must be an isolated system or not acted upon by an external torque, so that its angular momentum will be conserved. The motion of all the heavenly bodies, whether it is rotation or revolution, all these cases are examples for what you call the conservation of angular momentum. Now there will be a problem coming. Here we have taken the shape is circular and all that things, but when you take the case of planetary motion around the sun, according to Kepler's first law, the planets move around the sun in elliptical orbit. Elliptical orbit, and therefore there also the angular momentum will be conserved, that the linear momentum will be changing. Okay? And because of that, as the planet nears the sun, it moves faster, and as the planet moves away from the sun, it moves slower. Okay? So this slow and fast movement is also based on what you call angular momentum conservation. So conservation of angular momentum is a very important part of this rotational dynamics.